Obviously, I think it probably got a little bit closer than you guys were hoping for it too, but still come out with a win. Just kind of what did it mean to get a road win to start this 4-game trip?
Yeah, I mean, those usually are the games that we've been losing this year. We go up big and we let a team come back. But, as you can see, we're learning from those games and just staying resilient and keep trusting even when those runs happen. You're going to eventually, get back to it, and we won the game. So.
What specifically have you learned about just late game execution, you personally and collectively as a group?
I think just being patient. When moments happen, the height of the moment, you feel adrenaline, you feel the crowd getting into it. There's a lot of energy that you feel, and you just got to channel it and kind of, like I said, it goes back to trusting. All 3 quarters, you can't just not take what we did in the 3 quarters and, apply it to the 4th. So I think, like I said, just trusting and being patient.
You guys responded with an 18-5 run after they made their run, and you made a couple big baskets down the stretch. You want to be in those type of positions, huh?
Yeah, I mean, all my career, from grade and up until now, I've always been, in those situations or relied upon as a closer. So I love those games, and I love, having that trust from my teammates, and executing for them is what I love most.
How about for you personally, just executing in different ways? The other night it was the pass when you weren't getting the offense going. Tonight it was your scoring in the 4th quarter. I mean, just what have you learned about your growth in those 2 games?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, there's a lot that goes into basketball, not just scoring. So, people know me for hitting tough shots and scoring, but, I'm a jack of all trades. I can rebound, I can steal, I can, find my guys and get them open. So every game's going to be different, especially for me, and I just got to keep doing what I do, and my guys will trust me, and I'm going to trust them.
What's defensively, I mean, they were held to 54 points. It was 80-54 when you had the big lead, and then down the stretch to, again, go on that kind of run. What worked at times then defensively for your starting group?
I think we was being physical first. This is a team that loves iso ball, and they have a lot of guys that can dribble that thing. Russ, Schroeder, Zach, DeMar. Zach and DeMar is a premium scorers in this league, so we're just making them shoot tough shots at the early, and they was making some, but at the end of the day, they were all tough, and I think the second half, they kind of the extra effort, making sure we get a contest, even if there's mistakes, we kind of was lax on that. And then they had open shots and they were making them. So I think just turning back the physicality up, we was able to get that, 18-5 run. I think it was just turning up the physicality again.
After the game, Doug kind of said, hey, when we face pressure, we want Kevin to bring it up. Every play, we want him to go get the ball. He's our point guard. He's the guy that's going to get up the floor. He's not going to turn it over. We trust him to do that. What does that responsibility maybe mean to you? And how are you adjusting to that kind of being the way that the team sees you and the way Doc sees you?
I mean, I feel like I'm one of those caliber players that can, go with among anyone in the NBA. So, me with that confidence and then getting the trust and the confidence from someone like Doc. First, he's our head coach. Second is Doc Rivers. That's a legendary coach, a Hall of Famer coach. And, that doesn't do anything for me but boost my confidence. And I love being one of those guys that can be relied upon.
That's a group that's physical, veterans, all-star games, lots of respect from officials. I'm going to try not to get you in trouble here, but with those guys, they are able to get under players' skin. Yeah. They're going to be given a little leeway to do it. How do you kind of grow in that and understand that, hey, that might just be the way it is some nights and I got to get to the next play?
The last couple of games, tonight I got to that free throw line, but the last couple of games I felt like, I haven't been able to get there, but that's the thing with the league, just building that respect. Like you said, Zach LaVine, all-star prime scorer. DeMar DeRozan, same thing. So, they're going to get those calls, but, I just got to hopefully I stay here long enough so I can get them calls too, I'm going to stay aggressive and keep attacking.